few things we're going to cover. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is something I've been doing successfully for years. And I've never, ever, ever heard it talked about. I've read it in books. I've never read it I've never seen videos of it. I don't know how I got the idea, but it's so effective. It's so effective. We'll talk about how to get momentum for the year, to start the year, and why, as a society, we've gotten this idea that achieving something, what do you want to call it? Success is supposed to be easy. It's not. It's hard. And it's supposed to be hard. And here's the thing too: you want it to be hard. You don't want it to be easy. Okay, so if you get that, and we'll go into this a little more in depth. But like, for example, on the last thing that we'll cover. So you accomplish something like getting, a big house, or you get the car you want, or you make the income you want. You don't want everyone to be able to do it. One of the points of achieving something is to get what no one else has, or what very few people have. And that's cool. It's cool for your self-esteem. It's cool for your image. It's cool on so many levels. But number one, let's talk about the thing that I've been doing for years and I've never heard it talk about. And it's, if you're jealous of someone, or someone's doing better than you, how to use their strength to your advantage. Now let me explain. I don't care what anyone says. You could say whatever you want to say, but every person, especially, I was going to make a nuance to that, but I would say it's every person has at least one person, or sometimes it's multiple people, that you look at and you have a ping of jealousy. And again, call it what you want. Maybe it's jealousy, maybe it's envy, maybe it's, whatever it might be, but not just someone you look up to. I think that's a totally different thing. I'm talking about someone you look at and you might say, well, I think I'm better than them, or how can they get that and I don't, blah, 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 whatever it might be. But there's someone, it might be someone it might be a business associate, it might be someone you don't know, it might be someone, maybe a friend of a friend, but everyone's got someone like that. So I know you do. You're not unique, in the sense that a lot of times, when I started recognizing that I would feel that way, I would think I'm the only one, and like almost like I'm this oddball person. And then you realize, no, everyone does. So here's the thing. What most people do, let's say you're in business and someone's doing better than you. What most people will do is they'll go, I'm better than that person. I'm smarter than that person. I don't know how they're making all that money. I should be making that money. And it stops, right? It stops there. But that's not what you should do. What you should do is this. And so in that example, the other person continues to win and you will continue to be behind them. But here's how to flip all that. Take that person, they're more successful than you, whatever it is that they're doing. And you take a step back and you look at it objectively and you say, what is it that they're doing that is giving them an advantage? Whatever it might be. Maybe it's in business. Maybe that person has a self-confidence that maybe they shouldn't even have, but they've got it. Maybe they've got a good work ethic. Maybe they have they don't have that fear. Maybe they invest in themselves, or they invest in real estate, or whatever it might be, where they just do it. They don't think about it a lot. They do it and they go forward. They don't overanalyze. They just push forward. Whatever that might be. Okay, you take that one thing and then you take it for yourself. Sounds overly simplistic. Sounds so easy, but most people don't think of it that way. And this is what you do. And I've done it over and over and over again over the years. And I've skipped past a lot of people. A lot of people I looked at in the past where I said, okay, this person's ahead of me. This person's doing so much better than me. I think I'm smarter than them. And maybe you're not. Maybe you are. But you look at it and you say, okay, I want to be like that person. You don't necessarily want to be like that person, but they're getting something that you want to get. And so you take that and you start using their advantage or competitive advantage, whatever you want to call it, their special skill, and you add that to your own personal repertoire. And then if it worked for them, it's probably going to work for you too. And you use that and you propel yourself forward. And then you go skipping past a lot of those people. Now, real quick too, we'll talk about how to get some momentum going into the year. And I think just a really, really quick thing, and I talk about this more in depth in a video I just posted the other day, is to start the year early. Start the year now. It's December 1st. Start it now. If it's the middle of December, start it now. Start 2025 right now. If it's December 1st, or if it's halfway through December, if it's a week to 2025, start right away. Don't start trying to accomplish your goal on January 1st. It's better to start it earlier. You know, what's that old I think it's an old Chinese proverb. The best time to plant the best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago. The next best time is right now. So just do it now. Now here's a bigger thing. This is what I don't understand this. I think us as a society, as a culture, we've been sold a bill of goods. We've been lied to. You know, I know that's almost a phrase that's almost overused right now, but we've been lied to that things are supposed to be easy. I can tell you this. I don't know anyone, there's no one that I know that has ever succeeded in anything worthwhile that's been easy. I know no one. If you want to accomplish something, it's going to be hard, and you want it to be hard. I heard a quote. Not a quote. I read something a while back, and I got to dig it up because this is really interesting. This would be a video on its own. It was, and I can't remember who said it. I have to look. I think it's a billionaire said it. Said something to the fact that figure out a goal, and then like just use all. I think he said like kill yourself accomplishing the goal or whatever it might be. And it's supposed to be hard. You want it to be hard. Okay, if you work a job, you run a business, and you get your income up to 150 grand a year, it's special. You are able to do things that other people can't do. You don't want everyone to be able to do that. One of the whole points is imagine you bust your ass to do this and everybody gets that and everyone gets 150 grand a year. That'd be no fun. What would be the point? So then you don't work hard, and then the harder you work, the more your self-esteem goes up. You know, what's that old saying? I heard that a long time ago too about, you know, if you want high self-esteem, do something worthy of esteem. Do something worthy of high self-esteem. Simplest way. Because when you work at something, I believe it actually changes your brain. Does it change your brain? I don't know. I think it does. I think it changes your whole body. It changes you walk differently, you talk differently, you think differently, you act differently. I feel like you become kinder, you become more compassionate, you become more generous. That's been my experience. The harder you work, the more you accomplish, the better person you become. And I think in my experience, the people who are the worst people are the people who don't do anything. And I'm not saying, well, they don't accomplish anything. I'm saying that they don't work hard. When people don't work hard, they typically don't accomplish a lot. Then they typically become angry and resentful, and they don't help other people, and they can't be generous, and they become resentful, and they might lash out at people. And the opposite is true, where I feel like when you accomplish more, you're able to help more people. You're able to be generous. And then when you're generous with other people, it makes them happy. It makes you happy. It makes you happy personally, and it makes people around you happier. So I think for 2025, and the reason why I say it's going to be a bad year, I think it will be a bad year for a lot of people. Just like every year could be difficult for a lot of people because they either think things are supposed to be easy or they want things to be easy, and it's not going to be easy. Here's the reality of life. I talk to my kids all the time. I'm 44. I'm going to be 45 in next month, and I've got 4 kids, and I tell my kids all the time, you have to work hard, and you want it to be, you don't want things to be easy. Nothing worthwhile ever comes from things being easy. I tell them all the time, the thing I always tell them is that life is difficult. And it's not a negative thing. I'm not telling them to be negative or to discourage them. I'm telling them to prepare to work hard, because I can tell you this: if you go into something you think, oh, it's going to be easy, will it be easy? Yeah, some things might be. Okay, in most cases it won't be, and then you'll be blindsided. You'll be like getting hit with a shovel, and then in the face, and then you'll be discouraged, and it won't be a good day. If you go into something figuring it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, and you work your tail off, you absolutely work your ass off, you'll probably succeed. And even if you don't accomplish your whole goal, you'll probably accomplish a lot. And I think you're better off that way, and you feel better about yourself. This whole idea as a society, like I was saying, is that we've been sold this bill of goods that things are supposed to be easy, that life's supposed to be easy, that goals are supposed to be easy, that this person accomplishes it's easy for them. No, it's not. Anyone who accomplishes something, they work their tail off. It's hard. It's supposed to be hard. You want it to be hard. You don't want it to be easy. So just for 2025, I think the best thing you and I can do, go in your mental dictionary, whatever you want to call, rip out the page with the word easy and cut it out and throw it away. Just wipe the word easy out of your vocab for 2025, because I think that we need to get away from this idea that things are supposed to be simple and we don't have to fight for it. We don't have to work for it. We don't have to push. We don't have to push ourselves for it, because that's what we should want to do. We should want to push for it. We should want to be better ourselves, better, then we become a better person. We become better, to the people around us. And that's how, while everyone else is having a difficult year, this is how we can make 2025 a excellent year for us.